Okay, today we're going to do the homework from section 2, day 2. I'm going to go over it, so hopefully if you have any questions, you'll be able to find it here and figure out what you're doing wrong. We're just graphing a bunch of absolute value functions, and it wants us to write down the vertex. I'm going to write down the a value as well for each of these. So the vertex for this first one, there's nothing inside the absolute value bar, so we're going to have a 0 for the x value of the vertex, and then 2 for the y value. The a value here is the number out front. If there is no number out front, there's just an invisible 1. So we'll say the slope is 1 over 1. So if I plot these points, 0, 2, and then the slope on the right side is up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. You're going to get something that looks like this. On the left side, you just want to do the opposite, sort of up 1, left 1. And what that does is that creates a slope of down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. All right. Number 2 is almost identical. The vertex here is 0, negative 4. Again, there's nothing on the inside of the absolute value bar. The a value here, again, is 1. And so 0, negative 4. And then we're going to think of it as up 1 over 1 for the right side. On the left side, we're just going to do the opposite. All right. If you flip over. Number 3, the vertex is going to be 4, 0. Remember, we take the opposite of what's inside the absolute value bars for the x value. The y value, there's nothing being added out, added or subtracted at the end. So the y value of the vertex is 0. Our a value is 2. And so if I plot my vertex 4, 0, the slope for the right side of the graph is going to be up 2 over 1. We're going to follow that up. We would just want to do the same thing on the other side, but go to the left. And there we go. 4 is almost identical. The vertex will be negative 3, 0. Remember, the negative 3 is coming from this value. We're taking the opposite of the value inside the x, and our a value is negative 3. That's the number out front. I'm going to put it over 1 so we know our slope. Negative 3, 0, that's our vertex. And then the right side slope is going down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1. Oh, just like that. Hopefully your lines are a little straighter than mine. And we want to do the same thing on the other side. There we go. Number 5. Vertex is at 3, negative 2. And the a value is negative 2 over 1. Or just negative 2, but I'm going to put it over 1 for our slope. If I plot my point, 3, negative 2. And then the slope for the right side is down 2 over 1. For the left side, we're just going to go the other direction. And there we go. 6, not that bad. Vertex is 1, 4, a value is 2. So plot your vertex, and then you're going on the right side up 2 over 1. Just do the same thing on the other side. All right, 7 and 8 are the only sort of tricky ones, I think, on this homework. Make sure you factor out, if you can, inside the absolute value. So we can take out a 3. So I'll put this right here. We can take out a 3 inside, and we're left with x plus 1. And then I'm going to take this 3 and multiply it out to the front. So we have negative 9, absolute value of x plus 1 plus 3. This negative stays because the negative was outside the absolute value bars already. So we don't want to make the negative positive. It's staying negative because it was outside the absolute value bars. All right, our vertex here is negative 1, 3, and our a value is negative 9. And let's see here, if I plot these points, negative 1, 3, and then down 9 over 1. So we're going down 9 over 1. Do your best. You're going the opposite direction on the other side, and you're going to get something like that. Number 8. We didn't have one specifically like this in the notes, but we can't factor anything out here. It's just negative 3x on the inside, but we can go ahead, we want to go ahead and move this negative 3 out to the front. So we want to go ahead and say negative 3 times 2, but it's absolute value of negative 3. So we're going to end up with 6 absolute value x minus 1. So our vertex here is 0, negative 1, and our a value is 6. So that's sort of a special case. Just make sure if you just have a number in front of the x here, you got to take that number out to the front before you graph it. All right, so let's see here, 0, negative 1, and up 6 over 1, up 6, left 1 for the other side, we get something like this. All right, that's it for the homework. Hopefully you did not find this too difficult. Have a good day. Don't forget to go on and do the digital learning thing before you finish for today.